y'all, welcome back to the Paper Paved Path. If you're new here, my name is Carrie, and today I have a new planner that I'm going to be doing a walkthrough with and giving you my initial thoughts. So as you can see, we are in September, and this is a July to September 2020 planner. It is a quarterly planner. I actually ordered this as a pre-order in June or May. I actually ordered it in May. They were supposed to ship the first week of June. Mine ended up shipping June 9th, which was right in the first part of June. Typically, for things to get here to Northern Norway from the United States, it typically takes about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks if it's running really slow. Unfortunately, because of Corona, they have decided to ship all packages from the United States from USPS, the US Postal Service, by boat. So I did not get my planner until the middle of August. No, it was after that. It was around the third week in August. Let's see. I got it on the 24th of August. So by the time I had actually got it, July, I can't use July anymore unless I go back and back plan. August was pretty much over. So I do plan on using this somewhat for September. I do have to say that I already started using a few of the days in August to see how I liked it. It is a quarterly planner, so I could have ordered the fourth quarter. They're doing pre-orders or have just stopped doing pre-orders. They should be shipping in the next couple weeks. But I was absolutely terrified if I ordered another quarter of this that I would not get it in time either. And I can't afford to keep spending money on planners, especially when I have to pay almost as much in shipping as the actual planner is worth, in order for it to get here 2 months late. So I did not order a fourth quarter of the Amplify planner, but I'll talk about that more later on. So the Amplify planner is a new planner. It just started. This was the first planner that they did pre-orders for and shipped out. And we'll just go ahead and open it up. It has a beautiful cover. It's a very glossy, silky smooth cover, and I really like the cover. And of course, the first page is just our introduction page. If found, please return to. It is 100% made in the United States, and the paper is extremely nice. Now, the Amplify planner was created by Chelsea and Rihanna. Chelsea is from Chelsea Brown Designs, and I have purchased a ton of her stickers in the past from the States. And I absolutely love her stickers and her quality and so on. And I really wanted to support the Amplify planner because I have bought from Chelsea so much in the past. So it is this first page, they do have a little bit of information about the Amplify planner, why they developed it and so on. It does have the layouts that are featured in. It is a monthly, weekly, and daily planner, and that is why it's only a quarterly planner. And this is actually why I really wanted it, was the fact that it was weekly as well as daily. Then next up we have our overview calendars of 2020 and 2021. Now, the one thing that you'll notice going through is that the overview calendars, they start on a Sunday, which isn't my favorite because I prefer everything to be a Monday start. On the next page, we have the holidays for the US, the typical holidays for 2020 and 2021. And then we have lines that we can write down additional holidays. We then have this overview of our special dates from January to December. So this would be good since this is just a quarterly. If there was something important that you had to remember, and this was a January planner that you needed to remember for October, you could transfer these out and use this to kind of pre-plan a little bit. Next up, we have our 3 months goals, our 3 month goal breakdown. And this is set up in kind of like your categories. So you have business and career and finance and so on. And I really like how this is set up. And I like that you could break that down into 4 goals and then break those goals down into further. As you can tell, there are some big tabs in here. And I really like how big they are and that they're built in. So next up, we have our monthly spread. So I mentioned on the overview calendar that the overview calendar started on a Sunday. And the monthly spread also starts on a Sunday. But once we get into the weekly and the daily spreads, they start on a Monday. And I think it's kind of confusing to have to go back and forth. I would rather it either all start on a Sunday or all start on a Monday. And I'd prefer everything to start on Monday because that's how we do it here in Norway and in most of Europe. But I understand that a lot of people in the States do like their Sunday starts. So I wish they could have the option of one or the other instead of combining the both. Now, for the monthly spread, you'll notice that there are these gray boxes. These are called freedom boxes. They're not labeled, so you can do whatever you want with them. They are lined. It's kind of probably a little hard to see, but they are lined as well. So that's really nice because I always have a hard time writing straight. At the top, you have a monthly to-do list as well as a monthly habit tracker. And then you'll notice that each day is also lined, which is really nice so you can keep things very even when you're writing. So next up, we move into our first weekly spread. Up at the top, you have my focus box, then keep in mind, and then you have 4 of your days. And like I said, it starts on a Monday, and this is graphed. Then on the next page, you have your life balance activity, the rest of your days, a little note section, and then next week's reminders. And when I saw this and Chelsea and Rihanna posted about creating this planner, I was super excited because I had started focusing on my health. And I had actually bought a secondary passion planner so I could track all of my health and wellness in it, but I hadn't started doing that yet, and I really wanted to be able to keep everything in one planner. And so I thought this would be the perfect planner for that, with the weekly spread. We'll see how it goes. I plan on tracking it all in September to see if I like it, but we'll see how it goes. So next up, you have a blank, or it is a dot grid page that is blank, so you can keep your weekly notes in there. And then you have your daily spreads. So on your daily spreads, you have a timeline from 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. You have a freedom box at the top. You have today's priorities, work tasks, which is a very long to-do list, and personal task, which is a shorter to-do list, daily habits, and then 4 more freedom boxes. So then with your daily spreads, you have your entire week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then you have Saturday and Sunday, which are full days, which I absolutely love because sometimes I have even more to do on the weekends than I do on the actual days. So then we just flip through and it just goes into another weekly spread and then another blank page and the week again. And that's basically just the setup for the planner. I said that I had kind of started planning a little bit in here, which I did once I got the planner. I kind of backed planned for the week that I got the planner. I really love how it is. We'll talk about my thoughts about the planner in a minute. Let's go to the end. So we have a quarter in reflection. And it says what went well, what didn't go according to plan, what did you totally crush this quarter, what goals are you still working on, and that's just it. And this is like a cardstock page, so it's a little different, a little heavier than the typical paper is. And then back on the notes section, you do have another dot grid, and you have Sunday, October 4th, which would actually be in the next planner, as well as the October spread. And then you have a quarter in review. And I'm not 100% sure why, because October is just a little teaser for next month, why they didn't put the quarter in review right after the quarter in reflection, why they put the October day and the October monthly, but just a little strange for me. And then you have dot grid paper at the back, which I really like because it's a very faint dot grid, so it can almost be blank, or you can actually draw in graphs and so on. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you have 10 pages, and then you have a folder back here in the back, which is double-sided, so if you want to keep anything in it. And then you have your back cover. So I did order the Dusty Rose. I really like the cover on the screen. There were a few other colors you could have ordered, and they've changed the colors for quarter 4, so they're more wintry, muted colors. They do have a charcoal gray that is going to be standard for every quarter, and they just recently released their their quarter 1 colors for 2021 as well. So those are really pretty colors. Now, my thoughts on the planner. I absolutely love what the planner is. I love all the options it gives you. Let's go ahead and flip to... So I have to go through and finish setting up this page, but this is kind of how I thought about I would be setting up my weekly spreads. Adding a little color, adding quotes, and tracking my meals, my sleep, weight, my calories in, my calories out, those type of things, and then my workout schedule. For my daily spread, the reason why I really love this was that I could have a box, because there are 4 of us in our family, me, my husband, and our 2 kids, that I could have a box for each of us. So I could track to-dos. I'm going to school right now, so I have assignments and schoolwork I have to do every day. Both of our kids are in school. Our daughter just started 1st grade, and our son is in 4th grade, so they have schoolwork and homework to do. I have my blog and my YouTube channel, so I wanted the small section for business and then the larger section for our just daily to-dos. And I switched, as you can see, I changed this section up here that is labeled as daily habits to vitamins, so I could keep track of those. And then today's priorities are just today's priorities, and I've been tracking the weather up here. And I really like how this is working for me and that I have so much room. My concern is that not every day is really busy. And I feel like there are some days that, for example, this weekend we were at the river. And I absolutely don't have anything planned because we didn't do anything. And this past weekend, and on top of that, on this Sunday, I actually had a terrible migraine. So I didn't do anything but sleep all day. And I feel like it's a waste to just leave this page completely blank. There are things that I could obviously do to make it, or go back and back plan, or just write that I had a migraine and those kinds of things, but I just don't know yet. I'm hoping that using it throughout September, I'll have a better idea of whether I like it or not. Like I said, I did not order a quarter 4 because I was absolutely terrified that if I spent the money and it got hung up in the States again for a month, that I wouldn't have it in time. The planner itself costs $30, which is not a bad price for a planner. It is only a quarterly planner, so if you buy one for each quarter, you're looking at $120 without shipping for a year of planners. But shipping to Norway is roughly about $20. So I ended up paying about 550 Norwegian kroner for this, which is about 55 US dollars, just for a quarterly planner. And I can't afford to do that if I'm not going to get it and be able to use it the entire time I paid for it. So I just couldn't rationalize ordering one for Q4. Chelsea and Rihanna have come out and announced their colors for 2021, and that they will be selling the planners in a bundle, so you can buy all 4 quarters at once and pay one shipping fee. And I'm considering, if I like how September goes, I might do that. I really like that it has both the weekly and the daily spreads in it. And I love that it is not that big. It is a 7x9 planner, so let's compare it to my Passion Planner. So it's a little bigger than the Passion Planner, not much. And that's mostly because of the spirals, and it's a little taller. So it's about the same size as the Passion Planner, a little bigger, not much. So it means it's very easy to carry. I do love how it's a coil bound notebook, so it lays perfectly flat. I do have to say that a lot of people have mentioned that the coil is not is giving them trouble because it's so tight, and they have, or I believe they are, fixing this and adding a slightly bigger, different coil to it, so that'll be good. Yeah, so I really like all of the freedom that this planner offers. I just need to get around the shipping and it getting here in time. It is a brand new company, so I definitely understand that kinks happen, and I definitely don't blame Amplify for it coming so long. I blame the US Postal Service because they held it up in the United States for a month before it even got to the East Coast. But I'm very sad that I won't be able to get to use it for the entire time. So yeah, so I'm going to use it all of September. I am going to do a few plan with me videos for it as well to see how I'm planning with it, how I'm using it, and so on. I think that'll give me a better idea if I'm going to end up going with it in 2021 as one of my planners or not. I also have to see how much they're going to charge for shipping, because $120 for 4 planners is a lot. It's a lot of money to outlay as well. And then if you throw in shipping and VAT or taxes on top of it, it may not be worth it for me. So I really have to see and figure out what's going to happen with that. But I definitely love it. If you're in the United States, I think that it is a good planner for you to look at. I know people were getting them like 2 days after they shipped in the States. So if you're in the States, definitely a planner to consider. I think that's about it. If you have any questions about the Amplify planner, please comment down below and let me know what your thoughts are. If you've tried the Amplify planner, if you would consider using a quarterly planner that has both monthly, daily, and weekly spreads. Make sure to leave me a comment down below on whether you like the Amplify planner or not, if you've ever considered using a daily, weekly, and monthly spread planner, if you've tried the Amplify planner, and so on. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that red subscribe button down below, and make sure to turn that bell on for all of our notifications. And until next time, we'll see you later. Bye.